Hello and welcome everybody to Work Talk with Ricky. Have you faced any escalation recently? Are you worried that an escalation will hamper your performance at work? Are you scared to even log in tomorrow? Do you feel pressure while in an escalated situation? Then this video is exactly what you need to see today. If you have been working in a corporate sector for some time, you might already be familiar with the term escalation. If not, as per Cambridge English Dictionary, escalation is a situation in which something becomes greater or more serious. As you see, since the seriousness is involved here, it produces fear in some people's mind. But fear not. I'm here to discuss today how you can overcome your fear while being in an escalated situation and how you can prevent any escalation from happening against you or your team. Fear from escalation can be broadly classified into these reasons. Fear of defamation. It's the feeling of what will someone think of me when they would hear that my team or myself has not been able to do this simple job and we have been escalated against. Matters get escalated only because a resolution is needed within a stipulated amount of time, and otherwise it was not happening. So, the ultimate goal for whoever has escalated the situation or whoever is handling it is to get the matter resolved. We should not think about why the escalation happened before fixing the problem, and definitely not about what will people think. Another kind of fear is fear of missing out. We all have that fear that if we perform badly in one or two repetitions, we might be pulled away from the next exciting opportunity, or we might even be pulled away from the current work we are doing. In some cases, some of us fear of losing their job even. Unfortunately, some of these fears can actually come true. So, rather than panicking and letting the fear win, we should be trying to stay calm and act accordingly in the situation. Thirdly, some people have the fear of being put into a pressure scenario. I have seen some people describing every minute thing while being present in a triage with 4 to 5 external parties. I have even heard them saying, I had a sip of coffee and now I'm concentrating. Or I'm trying to call up this person on this number and let's see what he has to say. This kind of fillers even help to keep the focus on how you are trying to help them. In a escalator situation, let's say you are asked by when the problem would get resolved. By all means, try to avoid that answer in a simple black and white. Always try to give details that for this n number of things are done and this x number of things are pending. For each and every of these pending items, it would take approximately this many hours. So that would give a breakdown, and if you are not responsible for doing all the pending work, it will lower the burden from you. Try to help the person who has escalated by acting as a mediator. If something is out of your reach and some other person or team could solve it. And by all means, avoid taking others' blame on yourself. In some situations, people think that I'll solve this problem overnight by contacting this this people or this team, and then I'll take the whole credit. But life does not go as planned. So be clear about the responsibility. So, what did we learn? In an escalated situation, do not fear or panic, act fast, stay calm, communicate every intricate detail. Keep all the interested parties in the communication of progress. Be clear about who needs to do what. If you are asked to commit to a time by when the problem would get resolved, do not come up with a random number and be prepared with broken down estimations of individual pending items. The motto here is not to take all the blame onto yourself. Coming to prevention of escalation, when something has burst into a serious issue or when something is going unnoticed for a long period of time and is capable to burst into a very serious problem, that's when people would like to escalate the matter and get more serious attention towards the problem. When you sense something like that to be happening, your first reaction could be to check if you can do any small thing towards the problem not arising or not bursting open. If you cannot do anything about it, or if you are not entitled to do anything, gather information about who is responsible to fix the problem and communicate the point of contacts to the interested parties. Another reason for any matter to get escalated is if it is pending from a very long time and nobody is paying attention to it. If you think that you are getting overwhelmed by the volume of work, prepare a to-do list. If you are not able to finish some of this work, mark those items as pending. Every single day in the morning, evaluate the priority and severity of those pending tasks. Plan the tasks that you would work on throughout the day, keeping the priority and the severity in mind. It's perfectly normal that you won't be able to concentrate on everything. Practice delegation or sharing of work. If you have the flexibility to take help from some of your team members or other teams, please utilize the opportunity. If you are stuck in a situation where you don't know what to do and all the other parties who are involved is just passing the ball from one hand to another, nobody knows what to do. Talk to the last two persons that spoke about the problem. And I mean talk. A verbal communication as compared to a written one demands more attention from the involved parties, and by keeping the group small, you get their full attention, and both of them, apart from you, know that they are expected to answer something. Even if they are not the right person to act, they will point you out to who is the right person. So try to close the gaps in a smaller circle while there is time in hand. If some task is taking longer time to complete, or if a problem is taking longer time to get resolved, keep all the interested parties intimated about the situation. Always use the terms or language which the other person understands. Try avoiding bombarding with jargons which only you understand and others don't. Do let me know what you think about escalations in workplace. How do you handle escalations? Let me know of that as well. If you think this video will help you in any way, stay tuned for my next video where I'm planning to talk about in which situation you should escalate some matter and get it resolved as quickly as possible, and what kind of language we need to use for escalating some matter. Thanks for listening to me. Bye bye.